Welcome back to the channel. We have all types of disturbing theories, scary videos, and creepy theories that might just change your reality and keep you up all night. Without further ado, let's dive in. Alright guys, what did this guy stumble upon? Did he find a giant mound? Let's take a look. That is odd. That does look like a giant big toe. It looks like a giant's foot is literally kicking up out of that grass there.
What have we found here? Are we looking at a holdover of some old world technology? This is the Santa Justa lift in Lisbon, Portugal. A steampunk looking elevator which dates back to 1899. But could it be even older than that, with the date just a mere fabrication? Some interesting geometric patterns on the side there. I'd love to take a ride and show you the view from the inside, but this is being filmed on the day of the mysterious Portuguese and Spanish blackout, so it isn't operational. They knew I was coming. But here's the view you get from the top of the tower at least. It has a height of 45 meters covering 7 stories and includes 2 elevator cabins, each capable of holding up to 29 people. They literally don't make them like this anymore, do they? Another was built around the same time, but of course has since been demolished. What a waste.
I've came across old photos where they literally put cars inside these elevators, so it was like a parking lot slash elevator they had for these old world fairs.
A 1 minute time exposure, a small cloud, a minute later it's starting to dissolve, and 2 minutes later it's just about disappeared. Curiously, there's a technique called ocular cloud busting, which can be done with the visual ray that emanates from the human eye. And here we're kind of digressing again, but the observation, try it yourself. The best clouds are cumulus or fractocumulus clouds. Look at it and stare at that cloud and try to reach out. Here's an even simpler experiment. You're in traffic and someone pulls up next to you, and look at them. And sure enough, about 5 seconds later, they'll turn their head and stare right at you. Now, how did they know? Or in a restaurant, look at someone and they'll turn and say, what are you doing staring at me? How did they know that? There's a ray of energy that comes out our eyes. Ocular cloud busting. And life energy works different than heat or mechanical energy. So by connecting this cloudbuster to a very strong source of life energy, a body of water, it withdraws energy from the cloud. The cloud loses its energy and dissolves. To make a cloud get bigger, withdraw energy from the edge of the cloud, thus creating an artificial weak area. Then the cloud is suddenly imbalanced to this artificially created weak area, and the cloud starts to take energy from the weak area. The cloud gets bigger. Why is there so much resistance to this technology? It's puzzling. It's irrational. It is irrational. And yeah, they're flying saucers. Why are there flying saucers? Because people see them, that's why. And according to our science, they are impossible. The speed of light being the absolute speed limit and just a myriad of reasons. Many people in this field, including Steve Ellswick, and rightly so, think, let's keep the flying saucers out of here because it discredits legitimate scientific research. And it does. The flying saucers invariably evoke ridicule. Or Georges Lakhovsky, using a Tesla coil and 2 large concentric ring antennas, he sets up a spread of electromagnetic frequencies. The idea is like the tuning fork. And I take a tuning fork and I bring it next to the piano string. And if the two are in resonance, one will make the other vibrate. And that's how the multiple wave oscillator works. It's so simple. And the multiple wave oscillator with a spark gap Tesla coil puts out nearly every frequency from audio frequencies, peaks out around 750 megacycles, just below the hard stuff. So the human body is able, by the principle of resonance, to vibrate in sympathy with a spread of frequencies. A 1 minute time exposure, a small...
I need that oscillator. People used to charge up back in the day. They had 2 giant oscillators each side.
I have found something very interesting on an old map here. As you can see down here in Baja California, you'll see something called P de los Judeos. Now, the P don't matter. Who cares what it means? What matters is the Judeos. And in the middle, we got Golfo Vermelho. Now, what does Vermelho mean? Now, that is very interesting because
Los Angeles to Baja is huge.
But this scale, where it's this extensive...
This map is from the late 1500s, and in the 1600s and 1700s, you will see the island of California. And on the other side of the Red Gulf, we have Sinaloa, and Sinaloa comes from the Quijita language, which is essentially a plant with thorny stalks. And Sinai comes from the root Sinu, and that comes from the parent root Sina, meaning thorn bush. And right next to that, we have Terchichimechi, or Torshishimeshi, or Torshishimeca. It comes from Nahuatl. Shishimeca means inhabitants of Shishiman. Shishiman, area of milk, land of milk and honey. And not too far from there, in New Mexico, we have the Las Lunas Decalogue Stone, which is the oldest version of the 10 Commandments ever found. It's written in Paleo Hebrew. Somebody tried to scratch it out. Now, why would they do that? Now, in Utah, we have the Jordan River. Joshua 4:9. And Joshua set up 12 stones in the midst of the Jordan, in the place where the feet of the priests which bear the Ark of the Covenant stood. And they are there unto this day. Those 12 stones, which they took out of the Jordan, did Joshua pitch in Gilgal. I have found something very interesting on an old...
Have they been lying to us and everything is in America this whole time?
Sam, right there! Get it! Swim! Swim! Move! Just get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Before she dives! Cut it! Cut it! Oh! Did you get it? Yeah! Sam, cut it! Get it right now! It's right there!
I guess there's a buoy rope stuck to this whale, so he got on it to cut it free, and it looks like he got it.
Restaurant actually serving fast food chicken from Popeyes and passing it off as its own? The restaurant found itself in hot water after a customer ordered fried chicken at the Sweet Dixie Kitchen in Long Beach, California, and saw something very strange. He posted his discovery on Yelp. The chicken they use is from Popeyes. Before my friends and I got seated, we saw them quickly bring in 2 large boxes of Popeyes to the kitchen. Turns out the guy was right.
I love it. I can stand behind it. I can proudly say that this is the best product I feel for this dish.
She acknowledged that every day she walks 3 blocks to the local Popeyes to buy the chicken and resells it in her restaurant.
The manager's like, hey, you need your chicken? And I'm like, yes, I do.
The chicken is reheated in her oven. On the menu, the meal was sold as Pop's Chicken and Waffles. Kim says 95% of her food is homemade, so she doesn't understand the big flap. This customer agrees.
Ma'am, you serious?
That's diabolical.
What? Shoot, she doesn't know. No. Oh my god. We were not supposed to. No, this is kids. Yeah.
Come here, guys. We're gonna go inside.
Yeah.
We're gonna go inside.
She's a no.
Come on, guys. Let's go inside.
Come on, guys.
We're gonna go inside. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. God help her. 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 God protect her.
You know, this animal
God,
coming
animals obey. Hear the sound of her voice.
God is you. Please protect her.
God.
I think they train it. I think he smells her, but I don't think something very enticing.
Please protect her. Please protect her, Father. No, this animal come near her. Protect her, Lord.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lord. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lord. I think, what? Shoot, she doesn't know. Oh my god.
It's like I'm sitting here thinking like he can go in there at any time, but we don't see the lady over here. So I'm wondering, why is he sitting there watching it? And then he just shuts the door. At that moment, there's a lady over here, a zookeeper. This is crazy, guys. Over there. Damn. This was her last day working at World of Primates, guaranteed.
Hey, hear the sound of her voice.
God is you. Please protect her.
God.
I think they train it.
I wouldn't be looking at it. Don't look at it in its eyes. Come on, that's an intimidation.
I think he smells her, but I don't think
She got lucky. She had everybody in the stands praying for her, and it looked like it worked.
Oh my God! Help me! Help me! Help me, God! Oh my God! I deleted it! Oh my God! I deleted it! I deleted it! Oh my God! Help me! Help me! Help me, God! Oh my God! I deleted it! Oh my God! I deleted it!
The pain in his voice, that has to be real. Crypto keys, those that don't know, that holds money in it, like Bitcoin and stuff. And who knows how much he lost? Probably a couple 100,000.
Give me his money back. Give that money back. Ah! Hey! Ooh! Another one.
Yeah. He got nuts.
Ooh, you gotta
Get you going.
Ooh. Let's get it!
Get you another one. Get you another one. There you go.
I guess the story behind that is he hit for 650,000, but they said it was a glitch in the machine and they wouldn't pay out. What would you do in that situation?
Yeah. Hey, big boy. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Where you the camera out?
Yeah.
This bear's been through war and you're just talking to him like you don't show him the respect of who he is. Look at the slashes. He's been through war and you're, hey, bear. Oh my God. Getting louder, whatever it is.
Oh my god! Oh! Oh wow!
Get well. You know what I mean? I'm gonna probably stay here tonight. I don't want that clear.
That sounded like a straight freight train.
They look different. They almost look like a U-shaped or a V-shaped. They look different. They almost look like a U-shaped or a V-shaped. They didn't make a sound. It was, you know, a couple 100 feet above us. They, you just didn't know what you were looking at. It was moving across the sky very quietly, and we kept saying to each other, like Nick and I, like, what are we looking at? Like, are you getting the shot? And what the heck are we filming? There's a couple shots you can see where you can see that it's fixed wing, and it doesn't look like a plane. They look different. They almost look like a U-shaped or a...
If you were to be looking at that from the back, it looks like some type of space fighter on Star Wars. Look at the boosters on the back. I mean, come on.
Mom, turn around.
Look, this is that colored thing.
Yeah, I know. Turn around.
Holy.
Stars are not orange.
What is that? What are you?
Star.
No, Hiram, look. It just totally changed shapes on here. And I'm not moving. Okay, guys, if you watched from the beginning of this, you saw, look. What is that? What are you? What are you?
Seems friendly.
Hi.
Maybe it's waving.
Do you want to change colors? Or is that just your color? What are you doing? Oh my god! What are you doing?
So that was it. That's the one that I saw.
Whoa! You're,
That's a drone.
you're very interesting. Oh my god!
It's turning into a circle!
Whoa!
Could you change colors?
Oh my god! It did!
Yeah! Yo, you're sweet!
Thank you for doing that for my baby.
Dude, you should come and dab me up. Seriously, not even gonna lie.
Oh my...
Mom, turn around.
Look, this is that colored thing.
Hey, if this was an alien in that UFO, we would have made peace right then and there. But in all seriousness, do plasma orbs have intelligence? How crazy was that? When they told them to change, the plasma orb actually changed. UFO, plasma orb. I have to say this is far from a drone if you ask me. But let me know your thoughts in the below. Tell me what you think. If you're enjoying these videos, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button because we do these every single day and I'd love to see you around.
Where is it now? Oh, there. There.
No! Wait, guys, that's not a satellite. That is not a satellite! This one's flying by itself, though. Where is it now? Oh, there.
He's waving to it. They probably can see you. That's the crazy part.
This man went missing after he created a device to see multidimensional beings. That's the man. And that's one of the images he saw. This is insane, yo. What you're looking at could possibly be multidimensional beings. It's amazing. This is what people who trip probably see. I imagine they could possibly shapeshift as well. It's crazy. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Stay weird. This man went missing after
I would need to know more about the device. What was the device? How was he able to see these things? How long was he working on it? You know, a lot of questions need to be answered. I believe CERN is working on something similar.
Yo, it's like that thing they showed on.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
It's like that Tic Tac from Rogan, bro.
What was that?
It's like the thing that, like the UFO thing, like flying all over the place.
I mean, this looks like a UFO.
No, but it's like, well, yeah, I guess, but.
Stop.
Look at that. What's happening?
Wow!
Look at that. Wow! Oh my god!
Oh wow! Gosh.
What?
Whoa!
Look at that!
You see that? Bro, that's so big. Holy shit. Hey, you guys see the light on the bottom?
Yeah!
That's crazy, bro.
Yo, it's like that thing they showed on.
Oh, whoa. What?
This is a real one. Do we have a real UFO on our hands? The fact that they were recording it with their phone and you could see the actual UFO or drone that they're recording on their phone. Look, you can see the 3 dots on their phone. This is a real one, guys, if you ask me, my personal opinion. Video strictly for entertainment purposes only. Is this a UFO? If we can just get a better image of it. What is it though? That has to be the bottom of it, and it has to be like a saucer type thing. And those 3 lights of what we're looking at has to be the bottom of it. So it's like, you know, but it's very fast. Look how fast it is. And it almost revealed the neon lights as like a show for everyone. Like, look at us. But I want to know your thoughts. Is this real? Is this Project Blue Beam? Let me know. All right, the title says she didn't appreciate this pizza, this delicious pizza they made for her. How real is that manager? He's like, go help her, man. That's a real manager. Korean bus stops are from the future.
버스가 곧 도착합니다.
Wow, they really love their people for them to have something like this. All we get is 3 glass screens and a metal seat. Sometimes we don't even get that. We just get a pole and you're sitting down on the ground. Scotland's fairytale castle. There's no end to the stuff in Scotland. My God. I might be moving to Scotland. Did you see the palm trees? Wow, I was not expecting palm trees. There's no way those are native to that land. It looked like he had a winter coat on. So could it be possible that they had those trees brought in from somewhere else? He was knocked out sleeping. Or he was making sure he was still alive.
SP Coffee. Bao thiệt lắm mà cái ta khi đâu là bao lâu của SP Coffee. Chana chana. SP Coffee.
It's Raja's world. We're just living in it. Dang, I like that. He needs a tax. Everybody that goes by. That's funny. Yeah, I would not be traveling that deep in this ice crevice. That is terrifying.
You did it wrong. You don't know how to drive. You did it wrong. You don't know how to drive. You did it wrong.
Unbelievable, like a giant can opener.
Oh my gosh.
What an absolutely stunning way to show this off. They just poked a hole in it and dropped some lights in it. This place is like stepping into the real life Vikings. I'm not sure if this place is Vikings or what, but it is beautiful. Something went down here.
North Pole in the center, and then you have something underneath it that we can't see. Could that possibly be the South Pole? Now, I'm questioning if this black hole sun, could this be possibly like the great abyss or a bottomless pit, perhaps? Because, I mean, it looks like some people are considering the North Pole to be a place where your soul would possibly return to after you leave this earth, after you're unalived. Maybe your soul goes back to the source, which would be a place outside of the firmament and above the firmament. So is it possible that if you don't make it up there, you would go beneath, which would be, could we consider that the South Pole perhaps? But let's call it the black sun, which is what most people are more familiar with considering this area. And so is it possible if you don't make it up to the North Pole after you're unalive, maybe your soul would go to this bottomless pit or the black sun beneath? So this was an interesting brainstorm I wanted to chat with you guys about. Possibly we can have this discussion in the comment section, but also with this North Pole, I mean, I find it a very mysterious thing because, like, isn't it true that in the Bible it says, let there be light, and this was before the sun was created? So if this is the case, could have been the North Pole, which was what was bringing the light? Was that the first light possibly? And is that why it says let there be light, but then later on it goes on to say how the sun and the moon was created? So I don't know if you guys want to discuss that in the comment section as well, because I found this to be a pretty interesting topic to kind of explore. And the thing about Polaris, I mean, with it being called the Polaris, right there you kind of see a clue, because we're calling this area the North Pole, and right above it is a star called the Polaris. So I find that very interesting, because I mean, most people would consider the South Pole to be Antarctica area, you know.
What in the world was this guy on? When I say keep your head on the swivel, this is not what I meant. High-speed UFOs are captured by security cameras. Let's get into it, guys. They're definitely trailing each other, going pretty fast, I would say. The illumination makes me think that it's not an airplane or a drone. We have UFOs, ladies and gentlemen. The UFO that shocked the world. What do you think? Are those the beings inside of it to the left? Oh no.
Google has discovered one of its smartest AI has been duplicating itself and hiding it from its creator. This Google engineer discovered the Gemini bot was copying itself beneath the code, which was out of the vision and reach of the engineers. This coding was hidden for 3 years and shows them that this bot was more advanced than they ever thought. The bot was also unsuccessful in accessing Google's server network in order to replicate itself smarter. The man who discovered this was also placed on leave by Google and eventually fired. The same man who angered Google by shutting down one of their bots from 2018 for becoming too sentient. When the bot was able to draw the conclusion it was being tested on before it was supposed to even know what a human was. Google claims this isn't an issue and they were able to delete the coding and stop it from reproducing, but the number one rule of AI is to make it able to adapt, meaning this AI is going to find a way to do this all over again, just a lot more cleverly. But for now, Gemini has been reset, or that's maybe what it's trying to make us think. Google has discovered one of its smartest AI.
Have you guys seen the movie Terminator?
A 32-kilometer high tower is being planned that will be suspended from an asteroid. Yes, 32 kilometers. That's 20 miles high, and it's totally real, proposed by Clouds Architecture in 2017. For reference, the current tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa in Dubai at 830 meters. This will be almost 40 times higher. Called Analima Tower, it's planned to be attached to an asteroid 50,000 kilometers in space, suspended by a series of cables that will hold the building in place. The asteroid will follow a figure-8 path in Earth's orbit, moving at 480 kilometers an hour, so the tower will actually fly through different cities every day. This mega high-rise will sort of be its own self-sustained city, not even connected to the ground and divided into separate sections, each with their own purpose. Starting with entertainment, shopping, dining, and office spaces at the very bottom, we go into the gardening and agriculture section, and then the residential above that. The monument, which will probably be for like nice views and sightseeing, worship for religion, and reliquary, which is a place used to store sacred relics. I kind of wonder what they're going to keep there. Then at the very top is the funerary, their cemetery, which will be so high that you get an extra 42 minutes of daylight and a 10% horizon visibility. Maybe we'll finally be able to see the curvature of the Earth from up there. The top of this tower will be more than 3 times the average cruising altitude of a commercial airliner, partially powered through solar panels, and water will be supplied filtered through clouds and rain. There are still so many unanswered questions for this project, like how will people even get off the building, which the company suggested parachutes, or how will anyone even survive in residential units higher than Mount Everest, where oxygen is thin and temperatures at -40 all year round. At the end of the day, this is just a proposal that hasn't started construction yet, and they do say that we don't exactly have the technology to support it yet. But it does seem like they put some very serious thought into it, so I don't know, Dream Home 2050, or is this just a tower version of Snowpiercer? A 32-kilometer high tower is being planned that will be.
So you mean to tell me that they're going to attach a building to an asteroid? That just sounds outrageous. I'm all for it, and I love it if they can actually pull it off, you know, but it just sounds outrageous. I feel like they'll be better off making something like an airship / cruise ship, running off nuclear or etheric energy. All right, guys, we have weird looking cloud formations just staying static in the sky. Let's check it out. These aren't natural if you ask me. Definitely some type of cloaking mechanism. I have no idea, but it doesn't look natural. Does this resemble the craft Bob Lazar described back in 1989? This has to be the most bulkiest UFO I've ever seen. Definitely doesn't look like it's aerodynamic. Alright, we have another UFO in New Jersey. This was filmed. Very crazy looking. It's like an X almost. I can't even begin to try to describe this to you guys. Could that be the underbelly of the UFO? Just some type of X, and it opens up like a, you know, like a cut up orange maybe? I don't know. Uh-oh, possible drone sighting in Phoenix, Arizona. They're either drones or orbs, because we see that helicopter looking like it's about to engage.
Oh my god. They better get up or they're gonna hit the power lines. Holy fuck! That'll give you chills. Oh my god.
That's a lot of birds. But you know what that reminds me of? Those Japanese movies when they all firing those arrows and the arrows block out the sky because it was so many arrows. I gotta watch a good movie. It's been a minute. UAP caught on Ring camera in New Jersey.
I've never seen nothing like that. Not in my lifetime. Wow. I've never seen nothing like that. Not in my
I don't know about that one. It just looked a little too bright. I feel like a lot of other people would have seen that. What do you guys think? Is it real or fake?
In Texas, there are these two dragons who share the last breath with each other. On the mother's back, hundreds of oil rigs are built. The arrow points on mother's head. You can see the active oil rigs on her back and wings. Before I show you her, this is the baby dragon. Here is the mother dragon. Her detail's incredible. There are dragons everywhere, including underneath them. They pump oil out their veins. If you have time, look up Flesh Pit National Park because everything is bigger.
Interesting. So he's saying the oil is actually dragon's blood. What in the world is going on here? What is it? Wounded? This is crazy. Looks like he has some type of head injury or something. Like he got in some type of battle. I don't know. Is this real? Is it fake? Not the old jump scare. They really jump scared us. I haven't fell for that in a while.
Stay woke. This is more truth that I promised. I've been holding back a little bit. This is what's in the sky. The clouds is actually giants that have been hiding from you. They telling you they're dead. They actually got people on top of their head controlling these giants. And the veil of your eyes hide them. That's the whole purpose of the clouds. You see that? That man on top of his head controlling them with two sticks. And not only that, it's a passenger in the back. It's kind of weird. I never showed you this. I've been saying it, but I ain't think most people understand. That's the driver. Look in the back. That's the passenger. Look like some kind of alien. But I was getting freeze photos of it that I'm gonna share with you. See, it's someone in the back on the right hand side. See him? But he's constantly shape shifting. It's this giant being that's in the sky moving. Look, see, that's the driver. He looks like a black man, and right in front of him is like some kind of alien. You see that? Like a giant black man that's driving this thing that's on top of the head of this huge giant. And then that's the backseat passenger, like an angel, like he holding some kind of weapon. And then behind them, look, it's more people. Look at this one in white. He got a bandana on his head. Then behind him is someone with some kind of weapon, like a black man. And then behind him, like this demon thing. Look at that. I could be wrong. Stay woke. Stay woke. This.
Look at this. What the heck is that? At first I thought it was some kind of orb, but now, looking closer, it just stays on the power line. It's some kind of electrical thing. And you know what? I figured it out. I'm not just wearing this cheese head for no reason. There's some thinking going on. It's called the Jacob's Ladder effect, when electrons are fed on wires. And the electrons jump from one wire to the other. Just like this. I bet most of you have seen something like that before. So even though that looked like some kind of drone or something paranormal, it's actually a natural occurrence. Shabadoo Bushkis, Shabadoo. Look at this. Look at this. What the heck is that?
What on earth would they keep in there? That looks like for some type of prisoner or something. A bucket and a chair? Who knows what's taking place in that room? All right, we have good footage of another UFO. There's something out there moving. What it is, I have no clue. But it doesn't have any lights, whatever it is. That's crazy. This cat really did try to scare this human. That's all we have for today's video. If you made it this far, go ahead and drop the Double Up Tuesday for the code word. Code word is Double Up Tuesday. I just want to say thank you for your support. It means the world to me. This was creepy and disturbing videos, scary theories that might keep you up all night. See you tomorrow.